Right, so as part of my soldering station build thing that I'm doing, I'm going to do a quick build on how to modify this thing. This is for holding little circuit boards, and I still wanted to do that, but I need some little arms to hold components onto the circuit board. So we're going to use some of these guys. These are cooling fluid tubey things. We're going to modify these so that they can fit in the crocodile clips. And then we're going to attach that to all this. Okay, so what I want is, I want 4 of these. One in here, 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 and here. So that when you adjust this to hold different size circuit boards, the arms move with these holders. And they don't get in the way on this bit here. So this is just dead space. Okay, so out of this box, we're going to use just these ones for this particular project. But there's one problem. These and these don't meet together. So we're going to have to drill this hole out and then somehow hold this inside here. First things first, we need to get this off. So my understanding is these are just ball joints, and you should, with a ball joint, you should just be able to push and pop it off. And it doesn't seem to damage it. So these, I'm going to need a hole that is 5mm. I don't know what plastic this is. It feels pretty soft, so it shouldn't shatter. But even still, I'm going to drill up to 5mm in 3 separate sizes. I think this is a 3.5, a 4.5, and a 5. Drilling into a plastic that you don't know whether it's going to shatter or not, and holding it with your fingers here, and drilling in like this, is a really bad idea. And I suppose at the end of this video you'll know whether it's going to shatter apart or not, but I don't. So I want a different way of holding this down, and the simplest, easiest way I came up with is using a spanner. This is a ratchet one, but it doesn't really matter, any old spanner will do. I'm just going to put this over here like this, I suppose as long as it fits, as long as this can't fall through it. You can do it like that, and you can just rest your hand on here, pushing down, and that's going to stop this bit moving around quite so readily, and keep your fingers nice and clear. So let's start drilling one of these. And then hopefully this should squeeze its way into here. Hopefully. Like this. And then you have a nice tight fitting crocodile clip at the end of your nozzly thing. Now I've drilled and put these in all of them, all 4. We're going to backfill, making sure we don't get any hot glue on this rim here, otherwise it's going to make it awkward to do the next bit. So, glue gun. Some glue guns might be better suited to this than this one, but here we go. So I filled the whole nozzle until it's just starting to come out this end here, and that should definitely hold that in indefinitely. Last bit for this is to reattach these, and you simply push them together. Now the next bit is to mark an area for drilling holes in here and here, and then drilling holes to fit these in. So for that, I don't really mind where they go. It doesn't bother me too much that it's not going to be perfectly centred or square. So I'm just going to mark it roughly with this, probably somewhere there, like that, go across there, and then just take a rough measurement there and down the middle-ish. And then before you turn it around, you just want to put the centre punch there. Little tap. And same there. Tap. Quick tap. This means when you drill it, the drill bit doesn't wander off. When putting this in here, you're drilling quite a big hole. There's not going to be very much material. There's only going to be a very thin sliver of metal touching this to stop it wiggling in the hole. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these plastic caps off and we're going to cut a piece of wood that fits in here really tightly. And then we'll drill the hole. And that way we should end up with a lot more support to hold this so that when we're flexing this, it doesn't move in the hole. That's the plan anyway. Upon further investigation, these are screwed in with the screws that are on the rubber feet. So, hopefully now taking that out, it's possible to get this out. Once you get one off, it's really easy to get the others off, because you can pop a spanner or something long in and push it through, and then the other one falls off. So this bit of ply is left over from making this. So, and it's almost the right size. So with a little bit of hot glue, I reckon that will fit in there perfectly. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it in as far as it goes. It's hitting this screw at the minute. And we're just going to mark it and pull that out. And then put this insert here, make sure there's room for that to go back in. And that means we want to cut that line. Now all the wooden blocks are glued in, we just need to put these little jobbies back in. So we need to drill a 13mm hole. So now all the wood's stuck in, all the plastic's back in, we just need to drill the holes. We're going to start off with a nice little small bit, but then we're going to go up pretty rapidly, and we're just going to work our way through all of these drill bits. So, the drill bits are starting to grab this a bit too vigorously for my liking, so I'm going to put it in a vise. Right, so each one of these has been drilled. Looks like we've caught the edge of the wood on most of them, which is fine. It still gives a lot of support, and we're going to fill this hole with hot glue now. And then we're going to plunge this in. Right, so got these done, and doesn't seem to be a problem with any of them moving around. They're all in there nice and firmly, and I have many arms now. One of the last little finishing touches is these are quite sharp, and I've seen a lot of people put little sleeves on them so they don't damage the wires when you're soldering, so that's what we're going to do next. So I've cut all these little tubes. Heat shrink, they're 3.2mm heat shrink, if that's what you happen to have. And we're just going to stick a load of these as far on as they go, and what's left at the end we'll trim off after we've shrunk it on. So if you like this project and you want to see more, or you want to see the rest of the soldering station complete, then please remember to like and subscribe. I'm sure YouTube may or may not let you know when the next video is out, but I try and release a video every Friday, and hopefully the soldering station is next week's video. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.